Hello everybody, this is Sirik1983 and welcome to the extended finale of Neverwinter Nights Chapter 2. Alright, let's talk to Deltagar here and find out what his story is.
You haven't the look of one of Margrim's fanatics, I'll give you that. Of course, one can never be too sure.
Are you a prisoner here? Aye, Margrim had me thrown in here for refusing to join his cause. My name is Deltagar Zalhund, a former overwizard of the Brotherhood. Tell me, might you be able to free me from this cell? I'd appreciate some information first. I shall tell you whatever I can. I admit, however, that I know little of what has occurred since Margrim put me in the cell. Tell me what you know about the cult. Margrim has not recruited his followers in a regular sense. He has some hold over them. Not mind control, but certainly something that goes beyond mere worship. They are all loyal to him and the strange power he serves in the most fanatic sense. What their end purpose might be, I can't imagine. What do they want? Ultimately, Margrim intends to tear apart the North in search of these words of power that his mistress wishes. What the words of power are exactly, or what their use might be, that I don't know. Margrim is desperate to find them, however. I believe he may already have one. There is another in Neverwinter, or so I surmise. And that is the reason he wishes to invade it. Tell me about Margrim. Margrim has great power. I thought at first that surely he must be a sorcerer or wizard. I am not certain of that anymore. He worships a powerful being that he doesn't like to talk about much, but it gives him much in return. Does this make him a cleric? Again, I do not know. He is an intense and proud man, though. He believes his course is right and will allow nothing to stop him. Beware of getting in his way. You see where that brought us. Who are Margrim's supporters here? From what I gathered, Margrim has the support of over half of the wizards in the host tower, mostly the young ones, but they have considerable numbers. I suspect he has sent most of them out throughout the north to search for his precious words, but no doubt there are many left here. I heard that Valindra Shadowmantle joined his side before I fell. If that's true, she will be of great use to him, she being an overwizard herself. Who's Valindra Shadowmantle? A young sorceress who was once one of Arklam's greatest supporters. She has much knowledge of the towers, which has no doubt been of benefit to Margrim. Well, where do I find Margrim? In Arklam's sanctum, no doubt, atop the North Tower. Getting there will be somewhat problematic, however. If you can find Valinda Shadowmantle, I suspect that she would have a rune with access to the sanctum. It may be your only way there. And obviously we've already killed her, so yay, we've got it. Alright, I want to know something else. And would you be able to find your way out on your own? Yes, one can teleport out of the towers, just not into them. I can leave and return to strike back at that fiend Margrim as soon as possible. Alright, then you're free to go. Thank you. Thankfully, I can still teleport away from here and return to fight Margrim later. I wish you well, sir. And there we go. So, it sounds like we're getting a bit more information about who Margrim is answering to. Some sort of mistress? And I forgot to pick up a piece of loot. Yeah. I don't know how many comments I got about that. Alright. Awesome. I'm gonna need those. So, I wonder who this mistress could be. Well, I guess there's one way to find out. The hard way. Well, the only way. Alright, the 8th floor. Alrighty, this floor is a bit simpler than the others. Oh, okay. Getting the easier one.
Prepare to become one with eternity.
And there is level 14. First, let's heal myself up. Alright, there we go. I actually wasn't expecting to get to level 14 till next floor, but, oh well. Yeah, let's take care of it now. This level isn't that impressive, but the next one will be. Let's put it this way, if we ever fight one of those Battle Devourers again or anything like that, yeah, it'll be a lot easier with the defeat we get at next level. So, Discipline, Heal, and Lore, and that's about it. Awesome. Alright, what do we got around here? bolts of lightning. Alright. Let's loot the rest of this place. Funny thing is, I'm still on +1s. Alright. Anything else? Walked right by it. The loot bag. 45 gold. Nice. Like I need gold, but nonetheless. Ooh, nice armor. There's the 4th floor. I don't know why I need that, but yeah, let's identify this thing right away. I identify them as I get it, because I've got plenty of time. Ooh, nice. You're a rogue, you might want to equip this. Wow. That's a nice armor. Alright, where'd the other ring go? There it is. Alright. What else we got around here? There's a crate. Oh, there's a barrel here too. Parry up to wisdom. And one more chest right there. 53 gold. Alright, obviously no sign of Erebeth or Malgrim here, so we've got one more floor to go to. The Pinnacle. Let's do this. Alright, anything around here? No. Just this little anomaly in here. Hey, it's Arklum. Ah, I see the fly in the ointment has finally arrived. You were expecting me? Are you surprised? This tower is a living thing in its own manner. To anyone who is accustomed to its rhythms as myself, you are the veritable bull in a china shop. Oh, I love that line. I have been in contact with my dear Nephithis, and she has told me much about you. Sadly, she has not been able to reach my old sanctum as you have, or I would already be free. Another one of Malgrim's prisoners, then? Oh, indeed, I am Malgrim's prize, if the truth be known. I am Arklum Greeth, the former Archmage Arcane of the Brotherhood, little mortal. Malgrim has power you cannot even imagine. His mistress favors him, and even the power granted me by this form could not resist capture in the end. You're a lich, an undead thing. Indeed. Do not you get yourself in a huff about it, mortal. At the moment, our interests rather coincide, don't you think? Free me from this magical prison, immortal. You assist me, and I shall assist you. I have some questions first. Naturally. Go ahead, mortal. I'd be interested to hear what you have to ask. What do you know about Malgrim and his cult? Now that is an interesting question. I myself have wondered much about the nature of Malgrim's mistress. How is it that she gives him such power? The plague was loose to strengthen her, you see. Each death in Neverwinter fed her with new life force, and I know she seeks even more power yet. Oh, so that's why the plague was put on Neverwinter. Malgrim is desperate to find what he calls the Words of Power. They are ancient artifacts, I believe. 4 in total, though I had never heard of them before Malgrim himself made mention. He holds only one, but his mistress wishes them all. What these Words of Power would do for Malgrim and his mistress, one can only guess. I'm sure you can. It would amuse me to see you halt their efforts, if that is your goal. Have you another question, then? Do you know if Erebeth is with Malgrim? The Elven Blackguard? Indeed. She came with him and lies beyond that door. If you hurry, you just might catch her. Okay. Have you another question? Why is Malgrim keeping you captive? Why not kill you? There are many secrets of this tower that are yet mine alone. If Malgrim knew what I knew, he would already be aware of you, and you would not have made it so far. Consider yourself lucky. If I didn't think that you might actually cause a problem for the fool, I might have been amused to warn Malgrim of your presence. Another question. Would you be willing to help me fight Malgrim? Certainly not. You are on your own with your foolish quest. I intend to leave this tower and regroup elsewhere with my dear Nephithis. With luck, you will at least weaken Malgrim, or at least drive him from this tower. I intend to take advantage of that in time. Have you another question? No, that's enough. Then what shall it be? Will you free me now? Why would I free you? Why indeed? How about this, my unimaginative human friend? You see the door that leads into my sanctum? Have you tried to open it? It is locked tightly, with spells that I'm positive you have no ability to break. I happen to know that Malgrim lies beyond it. He is the one you came here for, no? I created the spells that hold the door. I can open it for you, but only if I am freed. It's either that, or... You are certainly free to return whence you came, in failure. What do you say now, mortal? Do you really have a choice? Well, how do I get you out of there, then? You see the 4 braziers that surround me? They sustain the magic that Malgrim keeps me held within, in much the same manner that Nephithis was held. They are protected by their own magic, too much for me to overcome on my own. If you were to damage them, however, and I was to add my power to yours, they could be destroyed, and I freed. Attack them however you wish, and I will return my own efforts toward aiding you. Then I shall open the door to my sanctum for you, and I shall leave. How do I know I can trust you? Foolish man, you can't. You can trust, however, that I would rather be away from here than deal with you myself. Have you another choice? Go then, I tire of this cage. I would see Malgrim dance before whatever human fury you can muster. Alright, so, these are the braziers he's talking about, so what you gotta do... Bash them open one at a time.
Whatever gods you worship.
Why one at a time? Because each one you break, it summons a boss, if you will. This one's much easier to deal with. And if you have not reached level 14 yet, you should probably be able to reach it doing this. So.
Prepare.
Yeah, I can use Kai damage twice now. Because I'm a level 2 weapon master. Almost. There we go. Alright, number 3. Holy crap, he's huge. Power attack. Oh, nice shadow. Sweet. Let's get a potion on me here. Top them up. And the last one. That was easy. Hey, and there we go. It is done. I am free at last. With that I could visit vengeance upon Malgrim for this indignity myself. I give you thanks for my freedom, mortal. I shall open the door to my sanctum. You may deal with Malgrim at your leisure. Do not be here, however, when I return. And here we go. Oh yeah. Obviously he dropped a tongue. And some bolts of piercing. Alright. Oh, so it officially sounds like Erebeth is with the enemy, so let's go. Note. By the nature of the note, it is clear that the body upon which it was found was that of a spy in Erengen's employ. His mission had been to protect Lady Erebeth from any hidden dangers that may have befallen her. Whoa, she even had a guide with her, too. Here's the vampire, and Stone of Recall. This must be hers. Uh-oh. Alright, let's do this. Actually, yeah, I'll do it.
You are welcome in my service, Paladin. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation.
Do you renounce your false god of justice, Erebeth de Talmaran? Do you renounce your god, your lord, and your people who have betrayed you?
I do.
Will you lead our glorious army in the name of your new mistress?
I will. I will lead them.
Then be the terrifying blackguard of our mistress Morag that you are meant to.
I shall. Neverwinter will fall before our might.
Remember, Morgan, that it is of great importance that the other words of power be located. You must beware Hatred, however, as she will... you have been lax, Morgrim. We have intruders. The word of power cannot fall into the hands of the enemy. Take Erebeth and leave now. I shall summon my own servants to deal with this.
Prepare.
Alrighty. Yeah, this would be hurting a lot if we did not have the Ring of Elemental Resistance. So, it appears that Morag has officially been revived. If you recall, we heard about her first in the Creator Ruins back at Port Last. Ooh, nice short sword. I have to identify it after I'm done looting here, so... this could very well be bigger than the Plague in Neverwinter. Well, the only thing we've got to do now, after Erebeth's defection, we've got to go talk to Aaron. But there's one more enemy we can kill.
Pray, whatever gods you worship.
There we go. And the last two treasures of Chapter 2. Malgrim's Journal. Wow. This small book is filled sparsely with notes in Malgrim's now familiar scrawl. Several entries are of particular interest. The tower is ours. That overambitious fool Arklam trusted me far too much. I would gladly have ended his undead existence had his demon witch not sent him away so quickly. Well, he'll not have use of her advice any longer. I've seen to that. Morag is displeased with me, however. So far the wizards I have sent forth from the tower have found only one of the words of power. She needs them all. We shall have the one in Neverwinter soon, and once the last three are located, all shall be as Morag wished. I remain confident of success. The plague ravages Neverwinter, just as Morag foretold. With each death by wailing she grows stronger. Already she is able to appear in corporeal form, and with the coming war she shall become even stronger still. I have received word that the old fool Nasher has been successful in stopping the plague, having acquired some help from adventurers. No matter, the deed is already done. Neverwinter is weakened, and what strength it has lost, Morag has gained. Morag says that Nasher's execution of the fool Fenthic will only serve us. Soon his greatest champion shall be ours instead. The High Captains decimate each other, daily, just as I suspected. I care not whether any of the fools actually succeed. Better is they all die. For none of them will lead the army as I promised them. Morag's nightly visits to Erebeth have had the desired effect. The former paladin has come and lain herself willingly at our feet. She shall lead the great host herself as Morag's champion. The words will be ours, and Morag shall triumph. Glorious shall be the day. I think we'd better take that. So, it sounds like Erebeth was tricked. But she's still with the enemy. Well, let's head back to the Temple of Tyr and report to Aaron, see what he has to say. Alright, I'll take a moment to sell off my excess equipment for the last time of Chapter 2, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, there we go. We finished Chapter 2 with 485,391 gold. Slightly more than the 40,000 I think we came here with. Alright, let's break the news to Aaron.
We are fortunate that you have found the location of this cult, hiding amongst the wizards of Luskan's host tower. It is now clear how they possess so much power and stealth.
I have discovered all I can about the cult in the host tower.
Well done, my friend. I knew Lord Nasher's faith in you was well justified. Come then, tell me what you have learned.
No, tell Aaron about Malgrim and Erebeth's betrayal.
I see. This enemy is far more elusive than I suspected even. For the name of this Malgrim is unfamiliar to me.
as is this creature you describe as his mistress. That Lady Arabeth has fallen to become a blackguard, and even leads their gathering army is far worse than anything I had feared. Dire, dire news indeed. But what of this Mogrim's purpose, my friend? Were you able to discover anything of the reasoning behind all this madness?
Tell Aaron about the words of power.
This is perhaps the first good news I have heard so far. It shows us that we are ignorant of much, and must catch up quickly if we are to survive. But at least you have brought us hope. Come then, let us return to Lord Nasher quickly, and relate what you have discovered. Then perhaps we will see what must be done next.
Within the host tower of the Arcane, the enemy was finally revealed. Mogrim Korothir, madman, prophet, the one responsible for the Wailing Death. And with this revelation, a second betrayal. Arabeth, driven mad by her lover's execution, sought vengeance by joining Mogrim's cause. Together, they roused a fearsome army and prepared to descend upon Neverwinter. But an even greater evil threatened the city. The words of power, remnants of ancient magic long forgotten, were being sought by Mogrim's followers to bring devastation to the north. Neverwinter's champions were sent to the northern wastes of the Uthgard tribes to unearth these lost artifacts. For if Mogrim were to find the words of power first, the city of the north would surely fall.